Hello everyone, welcome to Ansible learning series for network engineers. Here in this video we'll see how to use PyATS Genie Parser for parsing Cisco show commands in Ansible playbook. This is the official documentation of PyATS Genie Parser. You can see the list of operating systems it supports. We will see how to parse Cisco show version command, and once you parse this using PyATS, you will be able to see the show version command output in a parsed format. Here we'll be getting it in a Python dictionary format. You will have all this information available as a key value pair. And in one of the previous video, I demonstrated how to use PyATS parser within Python script. I will add that video also in the description and notification. In this Ansible learning series, we have already seen how to write these two playbooks. Here in the first playbook, we have seen how to test the inventory, how to create inventory and inventory groups. Then we have seen how to do a basic compliance check of NTP configuration. Then how to create Ansible configuration file, inventory file for Cisco configuration, the inventory groups. Then we have seen how to create Python virtual environments. Then the difference between Ansible core and Ansible community. For this particular demo, I'll be creating a new virtual environment. Either we can use the existing environment or we can install a new. For demonstration purpose, I'm creating a new environment. So I'll go to terminal. We'll call this virtual env. We'll use Python 3.10. I'll call this 𝗣𝗶𝗆𝗆3 PyATS. So now I have virtual environment. From PyCharm terminal, I'll get into that environment. Source /𝗣𝗶𝗆𝗆3 bin activate. All these steps I have showed in the first video of this series. I'll put this playbook also in the description. Now here, if we check the list of packages, so this is having only basic packages. So first we will install Ansible. I'm going to install the community version. So I'll give pip install Ansible. So this will be installing community and core. If you want to install only core, you can give the core and the version number. We can see here, this is installing Ansible community version 7.5. So now Ansible installation is successful. Now we can verify the version. I'll give Ansible -version. The core version is 2.14.5 and Ansible -community version. So the community version is 7.5. And if you want to check the modules available, you can give Ansible -doc So here we'll be able to see all the communities. You can see all the Cisco modules as well here. And if you want to see the count of modules, you can give and you can see here this is having around 7,561 modules. Now for PyATS parser, we'll be using Ansible utils CLI parser. If you want to see the documentation of that, you can give Ansible-doc Ansible.utils.cli parse. And we can see some examples here. This is one example of using netcommon native. Then here this is how we can use PyATS. So here we are giving the name, then Ansible.utils.cli parse. Then we can give the command, then the parser name. Now let us start writing playbook. Here first I'll create a file under this particular folder, 03 PyATS and NTC template demo.yml. Then I'll give a name for this particular play, Ansible NTC demo. Then hosts are going to be R1. I'll be using this particular host 0.61 for this demo, and I already have this config file, and this is mapping to this particular inventory. I'll give gather facts false. Then task, under task I'll create a task, parse output using PyATS. Then Ansible.utils.cli underscore parse. I'll give the command 𝗏version, then parser name Ansible dot net common dot PyATS, and we'll register this to a variable. We are storing this to a variable called 𝗏version parsed. And in the end we will do a print. For that I'll create another task, name print 𝗏version parse, then Ansible dot built-in dot debug. We can either print it as a variable or a message. I'll give message, and I'll put the variable. The variable name is 𝗏version parsed. So we'll try running this. So we'll be getting the error of 𝗏𝗏 missing first. So let us try running. So I'm using this particular virtual environment which we created. So 3. It is saying 𝗏𝗏 is not installed. So let us install 𝗏𝗏. Pip install 𝗏𝗏. So now we'll try running again. So now this is saying Ansible pylib SSH is not there, so it is calling back to 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏. So Ansible prefer using this particular library. Even if you don't have, you use this. And if you run this in AWS or Ansible Tower, this by default doesn't support the older SSH algorithm. That time you might have to force the script to use 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏. That I'll show while demonstrating AWS. So here, but we'll use Ansible pylib SSH. I'll do pip install Ansible -pylib SSH. The pylib SSH also installed. So let us run again. Now we are getting another error saying that the Python library Genie is missing. So let us install Genie also. Genie and PyATS. Now Genie installed successfully. We need to install even PyATS. Now PyATS is also installed successfully. We can verify pip list, and this is installed multiple Python packages. You can verify all this here. First we have installed Ansible, and with community we installed even Ansible core. By default this will get installed. Then we installed 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏. Either you need 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏 or Ansible pylib SSH. Then we installed PyATS and Genie Parser. Now we'll try running this playbook again. Now we are getting the parsed output. You can see a key here, parsed. And if you verify with this particular documentation, the output format is going to be same. In this way you can parse the configuration using PyATS. And if you want to get particular data, here first we'll see only the parsed data. So we'll give parsed, because here we are even getting the text output in the std out. Now if you run this, so now we have only key value pairs, and there is a key called version, and inside that we have version. We'll try to get this particular data, version and system image. To get that, I'll comment this. So here I'll put a text, version is, then within the template I'll give this variable dot, there is a key called version dot this version. Same like that we can give even the system image. So now we'll be getting only these two data. So we're getting this data. Like this, you can fetch any data from this parsed output and any of these show commands. So this supports a lot of show commands based on the device image. 𝗖𝗂𝗁𝗂𝗂, even this supports NXOS, ASA, and some of the other vendors as well. Now we'll see how to use 𝗓𝗔𝐶 templates. For that, we'll create another task. Parse using 𝗓𝗔𝐶 templates, and here also we'll give the same data. You can copy all this and here also we'll parse 𝗏version command, and here I'll give 𝗓𝗔𝐶_templates. I'll call this 𝗓𝗔𝐶, and in the end we will try to print it. Copy this, you can copy and paste the same variable here. So we'll try running. So we might get an error saying that 𝗓𝗔𝐶 template is not installed. First we'll run and see. So for this particular task, we are getting failed to import the library. So we'll install 𝗓𝗔𝐶 templates. Click install 𝗓𝗔𝐶 templates. Here 𝗓𝗔𝐶 template is installed successfully. Now we'll try running the playbook again. And this is 𝗓𝗔𝐶 template parsed output. If you compare this with PyATS, this is going to be different. You can see here there is a key called parsed, and inside that we have a list, and this is going to be the 0th element in the list, and there we'll be able to see multiple data. We will try to fetch host name. Instead of this, even we can try printing parsed and from parsed we can take the 0th element and there is a key inside this particular list. So now we are getting only the parsed data. So I'll comment this. And if we try running this again, this will be printing this particular list elements. From there we can get the host name. So let us try running. So here we are getting the parsed data using /etc templates, and here we are using PyATS. I hope this video was helpful for you to understand how to create a new virtual environment, install all the required packages for using PyATS and /etc templates within Ansible playbook. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.